an administrative block, that has an international conference center, an auditorium, that has a training center. These are things that could never have happened without collaboration. This council today has a diaspora chapter that is functional. So the struggle is not where we met it. We have taken it to greater heights. But I will be living here with a challenge for those who will be coming after us, that the positions you seek will not be bed of roses. It's going to be the most difficult task you are fighting to take. So be prepared that you will become the dustbin of Ijaw nation. Know it now. It will never be just sweet. So if you do not know that this job you are seeking is this tasking, demanding, and demands every atom of human humility to manage the challenges that will come. But by the grace of God Almighty, under this committed leadership, we have been able to take much of the challenges that the next leadership would have faced. So what I call for is unity of Ijaw nation, so that we can take through these election processes successfully, peacefully, and credibly, so that the next leadership can take this IYC to a greater height. So on behalf of the NEC, and by the grace of God Almighty, this program is officially declared open. May the program begin. May God bless Ijaw nation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, President of Ijaw Youth Council Worldwide, Sir Jonathan Lukpo Sr. That was 2 items taken in one: presidential address, as well as declaring of the Manifesto event officially open. Shall we keep clapping for him as he makes his way back to his seat? In his entourage is the Deputy President, Comrade Dr. Freedom Atigbi. We also have the Deputy Speaker of the 6th Mobile Parliament, Right Honorable Collins Okbako. We have the National Mobilization Director of Mobilization, High Chief Are Fekorea. Please, if you are the owner of this vehicle, AA75JP, kindly go and repark. AA75JP, kindly go and repark, please. While I was taking the introduction, I mentioned that I would take some more as we progress in this occasion. Elders of the IYC Eastern Zone here present are so many, attesting to the fact that this event is very critical to our elders across the Ijaw nation. Rightfully seated and greeting, we can witness the Zonal Chairman of Eastern Zone, Ambassador Prince Tatolu Sukubo, greeting the elders of Eastern Zone. We have seated here is Chief Dr. Adokeni Torugudi, Chairman, Eastern Zone Elders Council. Can we please put a round of applause for him? Chief Dr. Adokeni Torugudi, Chairman. Also seated is Elder Seleye Fubara. Can you please wait for recognition? Elder Seleye Fubara, can you please quickly wait for... Yes, wearing the yellow. Elder Seleye Fubara. We also have Elder Engineer Tonye Uranta. Elder Engineer Tonye Uranta. Yes, he's waving. We also have Elder General Elfida Olongwe. Elder General Elfida Olongwe. We have Elder Comrade Otonye Eremie JP. Elder Comrade Otonye Eremie JP. Can you please put your hands together for each of them as I call their names? Our elders have better time to be. We have Comrade Jim Opiki. Comrade Jim Opiki, can you please wave for the years that he's waving? Comrade Jim Opiki. We have Chief Honorable Ishmael Jeremiah. We have Chief Honorable Ishmael, yes, he's waving. We also have Elder Moda Wariboko. Elder Moda Wariboko, she's waving from the back. We have Elder Atta Joseph. Elder Atta Joseph, yes, you are recognized. And we want to especially recognize Elder Comrade Tunde Ariaye Q, aka CIA. Can you please wait for recognition? Without much ado, We are proceeding next to the next item in the agenda, and to support me in managing the affairs of this event will be the PRO of the Electoral Committee, who will be joining me to moderate the events for today. We will do this work interchangeably.
Thank you, my chairman. As we are aware, the chairman have laid a very sound protocol. And so without much ado, may I quickly invite our keynote speaker. May I quickly invite our keynote speaker to take over the floor as we listen keenly. Before I do that, may I just remind all the candidates that while the 9th president of council was giving his remarks, he did say that the task before the candidates, the task before those that will emerge at the 10th neck, will not be a bed of roses. And I want to emphasize that point at this time. While we listen to the keynote speaker, candidates that will be giving their manifestos, bear in mind that the future of Ijaw Youth Council will rest on your shoulders. And therefore, the task of leading the Ijaw youths will not be a bed of roses. It will require your critical thinking. It will require your discretion at critical moments. Having said this, as I leave you thinking, may I invite our keynote speaker, an elder, a critical stakeholder in Ijaw Youth Council, a founding father, Elder T.K. Ogoriba. Please, can we put our hands together for him as he makes his way to the podium? Please put your hands together. We can do better. We can do better. A committed elder, an elder that have bridged the gap between the young and the old, an elder that have always been committed to the IYC cause, an elder that have always intervened whenever there is crisis, an elder that have never turned his back before the youth. He's an elder we describe as the bridge between the young and the old. Elder T.K. Ogoriba, looking young as always. Your elder, you're welcome, sir.
Eyes on. Eyes on. Are we here? He's on. Come on, give me. Mr. President of Council, all other past leaders, elders, and members of IYC that are here present. We also defer to our king, who is hosting this event, because it is happening in his domain. Alhaji Asari Dokubo. The struggle perspective, I don't know what to say because the whole exercise is very long, but I can tell you that in Zone 2, I've been a very distinct set of people. Before the white man came, we were here. Before the white man came, we were here. And we have been here and will continue to be here. Whatever contacts they had with us is because of our lucrative environment, that they came for exploitation. And because of our stubborn nature, we didn't succumb. So they only came into us and signed treaties, like as you have been told. And I'm saying it here to affirm what you already know. We were here until the first contact they made was in 1470. The second contact was in 1750. These are white men coming to us. The first treaty was signed in Bonny on the 25th of January, 1836, between one of our kings, Williams, and one lieutenant, a Navy lieutenant called Robert Tryon. And from that time, we had what we call trade and commerce. Nobody has ever conquered us. I can also use this forum to tell you that on the 2nd of February 1835, one Briton came and saw how we were and went to report in Parliament that the Zone 2 are already an established species. If we can go into them, we have to use what we call religion, because culturally, educationally, by way of commerce, they are established. They have farming, fishing, and all of that. And that was how they came in with what we refer to as religion. And they say religion is the opium of the people. So they came. And I can tell you from that 1836, we started having resistances when, after the slave trade, there was this business of palm oil from Bonny to Nimbe, 1861 to 1890s. Everybody here knows about what we call King Jaja of Opobo. You have also heard about King Koko of Nimbe. It was because of resistances that they had the Nimbe War there that resulted into what we call the Akasa Raid. A Zone 2, they have never been oppressed. And anytime you oppress them, we resist. So gradually, it went on. Because of the time, I can tell you, from about 1st of April 1939, when regions were made, when provinces were made, and in Zone 2 we are lumped together with the Eastern Bloc, because we had only East, West, and the North. The Izos were not given any identity. They were put together with the Eastern Bloc. And that was how resistances started. From 1940, we needed to have creation of state. So elders met. You can hear of the likes of King Dapabrie and way down until we went to what we call the Lancaster House. What did we go to do in Lancaster House? We went to ask for a state created for us. State was not created. And they came back with the Niger Delta Development Basin Authority. And in furtherance of all of this, gradually, we went on until 1966. February 23rd, 1966, our son, late Isaac Burrow, declared a republic for his own people. And after that declaration, the state we have been clamoring for that we didn't get, we got it on the 27th of May, 1967, when River State was created. And from that point on, no further splitting was made. Oppression was going on. Despoliation was going on. Subjugation. We needed to control our resources. So activities were on until we had to gather. How did we gather? 1991, a Zone 2 came together in Patani on the 23rd of November. They gathered. And that was how a body called INC was formed in 1991. From then on, We went to Arugbo, 1992 November. And after we came back, because of the happenings that we saw, we had to gather together and form a group called MOSIEN, Movement for the Survival of the Ijaw Ethnic Nationality in the Niger Delta, on the 21st of March, 1993. This body gathered youths of the Niger Delta and made a lot of exploits. And gradually we are on until Fumodo came on board, others came on board, and 1996, 1st of October, a state was created for Bayelsa. That was the first split that we had. 1966, 1996, 1997, because of the activities that were going on, we decided by way of streamlining the activities of the young men so that we can have concerted efforts. MOSIEN, in collaboration with other people, gathered together and moved to Kayama on the 11th of December, 1998. And it was that youth gathering in Kayama, 11th December 1998, that brought about the creation of Ijaw Youth Council. And from that day to today, a lot had happened. Because it's an IYC function, I will give you a small, knowledge on what that had gone on. After that, Felix Todela became the first president, Elijah Asari second, then John, that is here, became the third. We have Chris Ijaw, Abia Kromiema, with the Udengs, down the line to Welaimi, to Rico Mare, then Igbifa, and today we are talking about Jonathan Lokobri, who is the 9th president, and from this exercise, a new executive council is going to be. What is the idea behind youths being together? We have what we call the older bracket, we have what we call the middle bracket, the fairy bracket. IYC and other youth organizations belong to the fairy bracket. The things that we are supposed to achieve, have we achieved them? And if we have not achieved, we have to remain resolute and concerted to making sure that we get at all of this that made us to go into the trenches. I will advise the young ones that are here, particularly the ones that are going to emerge as ESCO members, to collaborate their efforts with the elders and making sure that we are not shortchanged. Particularly, 2027 is an election year. What do we have on the table? Who is going to be the next president? Whoever that is going to be the leader of this country must make sure that the things that some people want must be given to them, because we are the ones that are feeding this nation. So your efforts will never go in vain, making sure that we work concertedly at all times. I want to thank the young men that have decided to be together, to making sure that nobody oppresses us. All our efforts are aimed at ensuring that we have what we call self-determination and resource control by every other means that is necessary. Thank you to all of you. Because of the time, I will say that we are on track. We are on track. The outgoing president, we will give you kudos. You didn't do badly at all. You have done well. And I pray that the next man that is going to take over from you must also understudy you and do it, if not better than you are. Thank you, and God bless all of us. Welcome on board. You are here, and when you go back safely to your destinations. And when the elections come, let it be that worthy persons are brought on board. Thank you, and God bless all of us.
Thank you, Elder TK Ogoriba. Members of council, can we put a good round of applause for him? This is an elder that have just given us a keynote address without looking at any paper. He has no paper. May I announce to us that Elder TK Ogoriba gave this keynote address without a piece of paper in his hands. He took us through the Ijaw history from the 18th century to the 20th century without a piece of paper. We must appreciate him. Please, let's put our hands together for him. Let's put our hands together for him. Let's put our hands together for him. Elder TK Ogoriba, we are grateful. We appreciate your intervention. We appreciate your participation in the youth activity. You have remained constant. You have remained consistent. The youths are always grateful. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. While we are settling down, may I invite our second speaker? May I invite our second speaker to take us briefly for 10 minutes through the history as well of Ijaw Youth Council. May I invite Chief Dr. Adokine Tarigudi. Please, can you make yourself forward? Can you make your way forward, please? Elder Dr. Dokeni Tarigudi, please make your way forward. Please, can we put our hands together for him as he comes forward? And Elder, the chairman of Eastern Zone Elders Council, please, let's put our hands together for him as he comes forward. Elder, you're welcome.
Thank you, my MC. All protocol observed. My name is Chief Dr. Adokeneta Maika, Ibile the 450th, Abajifeni the 4th of River State. On the issue concerning IYC, when it was formed, I know in 1998, I vividly remembered when Theodore was the president. A lot of things happened. It just stands her ground. The IYC stands her ground by the military or otherwise. They don't succumb to the federal government. They don't succumb to the state government. They stand their ground. During that period, when the passenger came to Port Harcourt, Elijah Sardakubo was the vice president. You can remember and agree with me that he took microphone from President Obasanjo in Port Harcourt. Obasanjo said, if you don't respect me as a president, but I'm your father now, nobody looks to that. We've got a lot of presidents, and all of them, they work well in IYC. In those days, Beke was the talk of the day. But as time goes on, things were being modernized. How the Ijaw nation can be recognized as the 4th largest ethnic group in Nigeria. If you don't agree, we will not agree with you. But with IYC, I think as things are being streamlined in Nigeria, we fought gallantly. Amnesty office was given to the Ijaw youths and other areas. Before then, as Tike Ogoroba said there were so many kings, and we have the 5 combatants. King Koko of Nembe, King Amakri of Kalabare, Nana of Sekri, Willabdaba people of Boni, King Jaja of Opobo, and King Banishuka of Okreka. These people resisted the white men during the colonial days, the time of slave trade, the time of oil trade. The white men actually they came to exploit us. But these kings fought against them. Till today, the Ijaw people are still struggling. Look at Adakaboru, Jasper, Major. He was an UJ president of Nsoka, UN and Nigeria. But he was arrested, locked up in prison. That's why you see him wear the toys cloth. He was hollering for the Niger Delta people to become a republic. But finally, he was locked up. He was brought up. He formed his revolutionary group. That revolutionary group lasted for only 12 days. He was fighting against the federal government singularly with the one arrow them. He's a man who cannot forget in our life. Major Jasper Adakaboru. He fought very well. If you come to the just struggle in IYC, Felix Todolo, he did his best when we are going to Kolama. At Mbiama, he said, we should come down for searching. Army, he said no. He stands his ground. He said no. That's an nature son. The just spirit was in him. Until they were tired, we left. The movement to Arugbo and Okreka's son, our vehicle also killed him. They pray from Okreka at Benin. When we became fuel, he was trying to control the traffic. Our motor knocked him down. Nonetheless, as Wana, we went ahead. That was the day we are going to Arugbo. That was the day we are going to Arugbo. We lost our son. Nothing is being done. As we are saying, so many persons has come and they have gone. It was that Arugbo war. We were at Ogbobabri and Masambri. Masambri and Ogbobabri, they have a friction. They were fighting. We enter Ogbobabri. They say, why do we enter Ogbobabri without coming to Masambri? We beg until they allow us to enter. They agreed that larger people have burned down our communities, 6 communities. Ijaw went. They block road everywhere to Ondo. They followed the old road from Benin to Arugbo side. They went. Overnight, they run 16 communities of larger communities. The following day, returning, they said Lagos, the Yorubas, and the Ijaws are fighting at Ajekule during the Delay regime. The Ijaw mobilized those who are coming from Arugbo to move to Lagos. They fought and they called out Delay. They went and settled. That is Ijaw struggle. We all have been on the line. So many state elders have been at the forefront. Like today, I saw Wara Digifa. He's here. Von Kennedy, I did not see him again. So many of them who fought for Ijaw nations, Ebiskido, they were all in the mood fighting for IYC. Jojo Army have arrested him in the flying boat, taking him away to a unknown destination when he was president of IYC. But we give him the courage. That is the sufferings the people have suffered. My brother, I will not talk much. This is what I can say. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Thank you, Elder Dr. Adokene Tarigudi. Thank you. Please, can we put a round of applause for him as he makes his way back to his seat? Can we put our hands together for him? The history of Ijaw Youth Council is a robust one. We can spend the whole day speaking about the evolution of the Ijaw Youth Council without conclusion. And so it's important that we appreciate our elders who have taken time to take us through this history. Elder, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. Without much ado, just like the chairman did say earlier, that the introduction and recognition of guests is an ongoing thing. We'll do them as the guests keep coming in. We have in our midst Comrade Degema Emmanuel, the chairman of Abuja chapter. We also have in our midst Comrade Nicholas Igarama, the chairman of Western Zone. As we go forward, we'll keep introducing members of council as they come in. At this juncture, please permit me to welcome the convener for this manifesto / debate gathering, the chairman of Ijaw Youth Council, the chairman of Ijaw Youth Council National Electoral Committee 2026, Dr. Charles German Ikimi, for his welcome remarks. Please, let's put our hands together for him as he speaks to us.
Thank you, PRO. Leadership selection is a serious business because leaders decide the future of a people. What is leadership? Leadership defines the destiny of a people, the fate of a people, what will become of them. Why is leadership selection important? The decision of the leader binds on the people. The people will be somewhere and their destiny and their fate will be decided by their leaders. That is why quality leadership is important, because we will all live with the consequences of the actions or inactions of the leader. That is why this process is not one that must be done with emotions, but with the consciousness of the implications thereto. Without wasting much ado, we want to go straight to the business of the day, which is the manifesto first and later the debate sessions. Every other office in NEC, apart from the office of the president and spokesman who shall debate, the other offices shall present a manifesto to us. What is a manifesto? A manifesto is an outline of the agenda of a leadership candidate. What is a manifesto? A manifesto is an highlight of what one should expect should such a person be elected or voted in. What is a manifesto? A manifesto is what a leader presents to the people for which they will hold him accountable for when he or she assumes office. This is not mere business. We are saying that after 1 year of assuming office, ask me about this and this and this, because this is my intention. And so that is what we are about to do. Is something that is supposed to be solemn. The Electoral thought it wise to bring our fathers to come and tell us about the struggle, because we want a very solemn and reflective atmosphere. This is not a party ground. It's not a playground. This is a place where Ijaw people who want to listen to people that will go to Abuja and represent them. And whatever they say will bind on them. This is someone that will tell us to go to war and we'll go to war. It must not be someone that will not make decisions that will affect us properly. So it's supposed to be a sober atmosphere. So I want all aspirants and especially the supporters of the aspirants to please maintain decorum. If any aspirant, any supporter becomes unruly, the aspirant, the candidate that supporter supports will be held accountable. All candidates should advise their supporters to maintain decorum. Mind you, this is part of the process leading to your name appearing on the ballot. By the Constitution, this is a compulsory process. And the Electoral at any point has the right to review candidates' conduct and make decisions. So let us be mindful. To take us to the first set of manifesto presentation, which is for the Office of Legal Advisor, I want to now hand over the microphone to the Electoral PRO to call candidates contesting for the Office of Legal Advisor, one after the other, to come and present their manifesto. PRO, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ijaw! Yes, we have come to the real essence of today's gathering. We are gathered here to observe the manifesto of the candidates that will be leading us for the next 3 years in the Ijaw Youth Council. That is the essence of this gathering. And so without wasting much of our time, I'll call them in this order. Please, as you hear your name, come forward to the podium. For offices of National Legal Advisor, we have Mishak Numonte Sinte. Please make your way forward. Second person on the list is Comrade Joshua Mitebai Amangala. Please make your way forward. The third person on the list is Comrade Omons Oyimaswo. Please. And the fourth person on the list is Mr. Matthias Ebisinte Jacob. Mr. Matthias Ebisinte Jacob, please make your way forward. And the fifth person on the list, the last but not the least, is Mr. Bunu Toyesia Jacob. Please, let's put our hands together for them as they make their way forward. Let's put our hands together for them as they make their way forward. Please. Okay, without wasting much of our time, we'll start from the first name that was mentioned. Okay, we have Mr. Mishak Numote Sinte. Please, you have the floor. 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Upstanding here is my humble self. My name is Barrister Mishak Numote Sinte. By the special grace of God, I'm a legal practitioner. I'm from Central Zone, precisely Kolama Clan, the oil-rich Kolama Clan in Southern Ijaw local government area of Bayelsa State. I started my struggle as a clan assistant secretary of the oil-rich Kolama Clan. There I now metamorphosed to a clan secretary in Kolama Clan. In 2020, I resigned from the office of assistant secretary Kolama Clan to contest for the national spokesman of the Red Ijaw Youth Council, IYC Worldwide. In 2020, I was at Oprosa. I contested that election, but because of stakeholders prevailing on me, oh boy, calm down first, you never reach your turn, and so on and so forth, I can't let them go. I let it go. This time around, I'm now contesting for the Revered Ijaw Youth Council legal advisor specifically. I know come to talk plenty things. Now 4 things where in my mind, one I want to tell the job people. If you want to give me on a mandate as a national legal advisor, it get 4 things where we say I want to do because of time. Make I wrap them up. The first thing where we want to do, now what would they call IYC legal help desk. We have a situation whereby our people who are in the hinterland, they do not have access to justice. Our people are being marginalized, oppressed, facing victims of police brutality, as the case may be. It was because of these issues our people are passing through at the hinterland. We now christened our manifesto and campaign team as from the creeks to the courts, justice for the youth. And is on. Second thing where we say I would like to do for Ijaw people, if you want to give me on a mandate, now to establish what we call IYC Human Rights Watch. Now we are facing issues of police brutality, environmental degradation in our community, across our clans and different formations. This IYC Human Rights Watch will be a digital magazine where we'll be tracking the progress of police victims of police brutality, tracking our success scores in court, and every other thing we have been doing concerning issues of environmental degradation and human rights injustice. The third thing where we say I would like to do, if you want to give us on a mandate, me, Mishak Sinte, for legal advisor, the third thing I want to do now to establish what we call IYC Public Interest Litigation Unit. Public Interest Litigation Unit means say, not be every case where you go appear for court, tell the judge, say, my lord, I have a matter in court. What in the court will tell you, say, do you have the local standing? Do you have the right to appear before me? You go say, yes, my lord, I have the right to appear before this court via public interest litigation. For example, if a matter, just like the matter that is happening right now at Bile in Eastern Zone here, we are seeing issues of gas bubbling up till now. If IYC wants to go and respond to that issue, we will not just go like that. You come through what we call public interest litigation. So if you want to give me on a mandate, I will establish that public interest litigation unit. Fourthly and last, we want to establish, if you give me your mandate, we want to establish what we call IYC, human rights, environmental justice. From Kakasaklan to Kolama down to Ogola, we are facing these issues of human rights, injustice, and environmental degradation. I want to stop here with one of my favorite quotes. He said, youths who are courageous is not an absence of fear, but our capacity for action despite our fears. Our rights as Ijaw youth is the basis of youth emancipation, and that right is the criterion for deciding what is just, free, and fair.
Time is up. Thank you very much. A round of applause to him. Now we shall listen to the second candidate for the office of National Legal Advisor. Each candidate, you have 3 minutes each. Once it is 3 minutes, I will take the microphone. We have to leave here. So, Comrade Barrister Joshua Mangala, you have 3 minutes.
Asawana. I am Joshua Mitsabai Amangala, Esquire. I am from Oloibri, Ogbia local government area, Oloibri clan. I am here to solicit your vote, to solicit your support, and to urge you that I have the capacity, I have the courage, I have the ability to man the office of the National Legal Advisor. The purpose and the reason why for service, and which is top on my priority, is first, we are going to organize a legal clinic. Now, the essence of the legal clinic is to ensure that we know our rights. Every member of council must ensure, we will ensure that every member of council participates in legal activities that will enhance our ability to respond to issues that affect our various clans. That is the first thing that I'm going to do. I will establish it. The second thing is that we will constitute a formidable, energetic youth across the zones, shelters. Now the idea of gathering this youth, this energetic youth, is that we have lots of lawyers, but we've not been able to bring these lawyers under one umbrella. Now the essence is that whenever we have any legal issue, these lawyers will respond to the legal issues across our zones and clans. These lawyers will ensure that whenever there are issues, they are the point of response. They are the point of rescue. The third aspect of my agenda, which is very important, is that we will engage the multinationals. We will engage the government vigorously. We will engage the government courageously. We will engage the government legally. We will engage multinationals. We will put them to their toes. The last is that we will continue immense advocacy. Advocacy that has to do with our environment. Advocacy that has to do with our rights. Advocacy that has to champion our environmental challenges. This we will do to ensure that we put IYC family on the map. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you so much. Without much ado, the third candidate for legal advisor, Comrade Barrister Oyimasue Omos. 3 minutes on the dot.
Ijaw, Ijaw, my leaders here present, the president, all critical stakeholders, my very revered, distinguished friends and colleagues, press, ladies and gentlemen. I am Barrister O. Omons. The O stands for Oyimasue, which in my language it means he came to live. I am from Igbogini Epie in Yenagwa local government area of Bayelsa State. Precisely from Epie Atisa clan. I will go straight to the point by spelling out my 7-point agenda if voted into the office of the National Legal Advisor. One, providing quality legal representation. My office will ensure that we have prompt professionalism, legal representation of the IYC at all levels. We must ensure that all the youths of our Ijaw land is being represented, including those that are unjustly in the prison. Those being harassed on daily, we must ensure that we give them prompt legal services. Two, establishment of IYC legal team, response team. Permit me to say, across board, if we have just one legal advisor at the national level, what happens to the chapters? What happens to the zones? What happens to the clans? So my aim is to firstly provide a legal response team across all the clans, the zone, the chapters, that will collect information and act promptly, proactively to issues bordering Ijaw youth across board. That we must ensure with the collaboration of the 10th NEC. Thirdly, legal education and rights awareness campaign. Most of our Ijaw youths don't really know our rights because we've not been opportune to that purview. We've not been opportune to be given the privilege to assess even our constitution. I'm going to create an avenue where we will have campaign, seminars every now and then to enlighten the Ijaw youths on their rights and obligations. So when they are being trapped, when their rights are being trampled upon, they can have the cause to defend themselves at every given point in time. Fourthly, alternative dispute mechanism will be established by my office through the collaboration of the 10th NEC. Now, what is alternative dispute resolution? These are bodies I will set up to handle issues bedeviling IYC, Ijaw youth generally. Without going to court, we must ensure that our issues should be settled in-house. Let us not go out, wash our dirty knowledge at every point in time. So the alternative dispute mechanism will handle all of that. Then, fifthly, we must advocate for environmental justice. We are being environmentally degraded at every point in time. Sometimes by our acts, sometimes by, technical faults. So I am here to set up a body to handle all of these things. Without taking much of your time, please, I want each and every one of you, come 11th July to go vote for Barrister O. Omons so we can take IYC to the land of Electoral.
Thank you. Barrister Numonte Matthias Jacob Ebisinte. Comrade Barrister Matthias Jacob Ebisinte, you have 3 minutes.
Yes, my distinguished elders, past presidents of council, stakeholders, delegates, my colleagues here on this podium. My name is Barrister Matthias Ebisinte Jacob. Today is not a day for me to make rhetorics. I am from Ogbimbiri community, Apoy clan, Southern Ijaw Bayelsa State. I am here to present myself to you that I want to serve council with my experience and with my humility and accountability as a lawyer. Today, I am more focused on 3 issues that have bedeviled Ijaw nation. I want to start with the first one, which is basically on environmental issues. Today, we are producing gas in our land, and the gas is to be transported all the way to Morocco. So we want to ask, is Morocco an oil-producing or oil-producing bearing community or a country in Nigeria that they will now have to bear that status of drawing pipelines to Morocco? The PIA Act that was enacted to cater for our communities, the PIA Act is lopsided and our communities are being shortchanged. Oil pollution issues are not being addressed properly. I am presenting myself today that if I'm given the opportunity, I am going to ensure that I set up the Ijaw Lawyers Forum. The Ijaw Lawyers Forum is a forum that will bring about experienced
legal minds that will come together, that will synerge and address Ijaw issues passionately, not for self-service, but for the Ijaw nation. I want to also look at the issue of human rights violation. Yes, a lot of our youths have languished in cells, in prisons across the country. And by the grace of God, I have been able to rally around most of our leaders, particularly in the central zone, to assist our youths that are arrested and put behind bars unjustly. And God willing, a lot of them have gained freedom. As a matter of fact, I am in court presently defending Ijaw youths before Honorable Justice Radri of the Bayelsa State High Court. And that is why I'm here today to tell us that with my experience, I will set up the Lawyers Forum and ensure that our lawyers will synerge and represent youth across the country. Good thing we have the zonal legal officers in the constitution, and I will ensure that zonal legal officers constitute legal teams in all of the zones to ensure that any legal issue confronting our people in any zone or in any chapter will be addressed. I also make sure that I compile a list of all these cases in all the zones and chapters. I will tour all the zones and chapters and ensure that we have a comprehensive list of our youths, our elders, our youth, people that have issues that does not have legal, that are indigent, that these issues will be resolved.
Thank you. That was a great one by Pastor Matthias. Now we now turn to Comrade Barrister Bunu Toyin Jacob. Please keep to time.
Thank you very much. For one time, I wouldn't want us to bore with one talk. First, I want to stand on the existing protocol. My name is Bunu Toyin Jacob Esquire. I'm from Korokorse, Southern Ijaw, Olojama clan. I'm aspiring for the office of legal advisor. And my agenda is simple. Over time, I've understudied the way and manner Ijaw people are being treated in the Nigerian polity. I asked myself, what are we second-class citizens? Far back, in 11th of December 1998, there was a declaration in Kayama. 28 years down the line, today, we are gathered here. Yesterday was a declaration. Today, we are calling for an action. And if I'm elected as a legal advisor, first thing, without freedom, we cannot actually achieve our aim, environmental justice, all things. Our people must have that consciousness of freedom. So if I'm elected as the legal advisor of Ijaw Youth Council, within the first 3-4 months, what I will do, if given the platform, I will go around all the zones and chapters, liaise with clan chairman and leaders to visit all the prisons and cells to ensure that every Ijaw that is unjustly detained will facilitate their release in order to incorporate that sense of belonging into Ijaw Youth Council. Then thereafter, I will make sure that we create that interface of lawyers whereby the national and the grassroots, the clans, will be linked together. Because there are a lot of comments where the clan chairman and some leaders at the June cannot access Mr. President. But so long as I become the legal advisor, I will ensure that that bond, I will always link the grassroots to the national, ensuring that the grassroots is properly incorporated. Then secondly, Mr. President just said that we have already developed a website. I want to also work on that if I'm given the opportunity to serve as a legal advisor. I was privileged to be part of the digital legal team. And I want to use that wisdom to adopt to IYC, whereby all our past and present leaders will have a social a museum, whereby the digital catalog. Yeah. If you are a president today, your record will be there. Any achievements you made will be there. So that even if our children come on board, they will now know that my father was a clan chairman. Because immediately after when leaders serve, it's like their record have been erased. I want to stop that. We will not expunge the record of leadership. Then, thereafter, I will look at some of the framework of some multinationals and take them to court where necessary and ensure that we advocate justice for all is just on. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you. Can we put a round of applause for them, for the legal advisors candidates? Please make your way back to your seats. Please, let's put our hands together for them as they go back to their seats while we invite the next set of candidates to present their manifestos. Candidates for financial secretary's position. We start with Mr. Abednego Samuel Operi. Please make yourself forward to the podium. Comrade Kenya Christina Ebiere, make yourself forward to the podium. And Mr. Domelte Berena Brown, please make yourself forward to the stadium. Please move towards the right. Use the right podium.
Christine.
Akule Powede Joshua. Okay, we start in the order of the list. Mr. Benigo Samuel Opere, over to you.
The great Ijaw Youth. My name is Comrade Abedenigo Opere Samuel. I have held several positions. A committed Ijaw on the financial administrator. I am running our council struggle not because of money, but from lack of trust. Our end money was right. As a former student representative, RYC Arugo Kingdom, as a former chairman, RYC Arugo Clan, as a former treasurer of Western Zone, Undo Edo Delta 6, I saw the gap, I want to fill it. I want to bring that transparency to national level. If I am as a financial secretary worldwide, they are serving RYC digital world. All payments of Jones and SAPTA will get instant receipts. You can use your phone remembrance for your SAPTAs to make sure that you pay no money and don't see receipts and don't pay. Quick finance briefing. In any 3 months, I will make sure RYC Public's income expedition from the SAPTAs and the Jones, so that you can know what you are receiving for. Your complaint digs. I will work with the mobilization officer to see some a Jones system. No Jones have been disqualified from the financial updates. We have heard and served all the money that I'll be paying, levies, without even see anything at all. But I want to bring transparency. I will not be a financial secretary that will sit in Yanagoa. I will move down all the Jones to make sure that the all cover is accounted for. If I fail to do so, hold me responsible in the next national convention.
Thank you so much. You are for your time. Round of applause for him. The next candidate for the office of Financial Secretary is Comrade Keaha Ebire.
Ijaw. My name is Ebire Christina Keaha, a lover of Ijaw Nation, and I am vying for the position of Financial Secretary. I am from Zadobri clan in Western Zone. Because of want of time, I have decided to streamline my manifesto into something I call TAPI. TAPI Agenda 2026, IYC 2026. First of all, on my TAPI agenda is the T, and the T is for transparency. I'll be open for transparency at any time. I will be called upon to come and give an account of what I have gotten through, either intake or what is coming in or whatever is going out. Then the next is going to be accountability. Still same thing as being open to accounts at whatever time in council. Then the P is going to be for promotion. As a woman, I don't think the only office of woman leader is the only thing we should be holding as women in Ijaw Youth Council. So even if financial secretary is given to a woman, there will be women inclusiveness, and that is one. The second thing on my promotion agenda will be income of IYC dues. As an organization, we don't have our daily dues or our monthly dues that we pay to IYC. There is need for us to create that platform or that forum, no matter how little, because it is what you give your daily thing to, that is what you will put more effort. So whereby we have a monthly income as dues, as members of IYC, it's going to give us this edge this urge as a people to put more effort in Ijaw Youth Council as our organization. Then the I will be for ideas and inclusiveness. Ideas is, if the president is open to ideas as in 10th neck, I want to promote something. What? Jesus.
Thank you so much. Just your last.
Okay. Eyes on. Please, I want you all to support me for this position. Thank you very much.
The next candidate for the office of Financial Secretary is Comrade Akule.
Eyes on. First of all, let me appreciate the stakeholders of council and the leadership of council for their wisdom in sustaining the council to date. From the leadership of Dr. Felix Tuodolo to Sir Jonathan Lokpobre, your sacrifices will always be remembered in the nation. My name is Akule Powede Joshua from Western Zone, Tuomo Clan to be precise. It has always been my concern on how the Ijaw will remain united, because it's only in unity we can move forward. It's only in unity we can dominate our immediate environment and our voices be heard nationally and internationally. I want to promise the Ijaw nation that me coming for the Financial Secretary of Council is to serve the Ijaw nation and to contribute my quota to his development. We need people in council, people that have the interest of Ijaw, people that are ready to sacrifice for Ijaw. We have witnessed a leadership where the president's decision didn't align with the council or the Ijaw nation. And some people stood behind the Ijaw nation. With the help of stakeholders of council, we are still standing to date. Such persons are the individuals we need in council. So I want to promise. So I want to promise the council that if voted in as the Financial Secretary of council, I will always protect the interest of Ijaw. I will do everything to defend the cause of Ijaw. And it's on this ground I want to plead with delegates to vote for Akule Powede Joshua. Me coming in as Financial Secretary, I promise you people transparency and accountability. Okay, let me your hands up. Let me your hands up. Sorry, 1 minute. Sorry. My coming in will bring.
Please put your hands together for him. You can make your way back to your seats. Next set of candidates, please call the next set people quickly.
Please, next set of aspirants for the treasurership position is Agotu Gloria Robinson. As you hear your name, please move forward. Agotu Gloria Robinson, Peter Okojaja, Brown Dumote Berena. Please move forward, very quickly. Mr. Brown Dumote Berena. Please, Agotu Gloria Robinson, please speak to us. You have 2 minutes, please.
Is up. greeting to my Ijaw brothers and sisters and my leaders. Let me go to my manifesto. Ijaw Youth Council, IYC Worldwide. Good day, leaders of thought, critical stakeholders, elders of council, key players, delegates, and my fellow Ijaw youth. The next phase of leadership, which will pilot the affairs of the 10th leadership of the Ijaw Youth Council, is just around the corner. The decision we make today will determine whether we are truly ready for the change we have aimed for. My dear patron, record you can verify, and a treasurer that served all of us.
1 minute more.
If you entrust me with this responsibility, I will guide our Commonwealth with integrity and uphold these candid points. Transparency in financial management. Provide regular and detailed financial record to members. Ensure all income and expenditure are proper record. Accountability and integrity. Maintain accurate record of all financial activities. Ensure funds are used to approve uphold honesty and responsibility in handle the...
Thank you. I go to Gloria for treasurer. Thank you. Next speaker.
Peter Okojaja.
Ijaw. Bidi zon. Asawana. Akpagwa. To hold funds for Ijaw Nation. We have ability to make positive input in Ijaw Nation. It is as simple as ABC. Ijaw. For example, sourcing of funds for Ijaw Nation. The media personalities are here.
1 minute more.
We are up to 1,000 here. If we follow the poker media, Baramatu media, and the rest media teams here, I believe we can generate funds from them. We will make sure that they are growing. Their growth is very paramount to Ijaw Nation. The facilities of Ijaw Nation is very paramount. By the grace of God, the current national president, Sir Jonathan Lokobri, is making sure that we have a secretariat. How do we manage the secretariat? That's where the treasurer also has to come to place. We work together with the president, the mobilization officer, to make sure that our treasure is not being mismanaged. It will be maintained.
Thank you.
Ijaw to Emia. Ijaw to Odo. Yamina Poabate. Standing on the existing protocol, I beg, I would like to use the Ijaw language because now IYC with it and Ijaw land with it. Esiminia. My name na Brown Dumota Brenner, and I come from the eastern region of Ijaw Nation, which is Eastern Zone here. And me, I'm from Bile Clan. And as an active member for Ijaw Youth Council, I see IYC as a pillar and the bedrock of Ijaw people. Through IYC development, don't come Ijaw land in various parastatals. Kudos to IYC. On that vein, now I say make a use contest for National Treasurer, the powerhouse of Ijaw Youth Council, the storehouse of Ijaw Youth Council, the CBN of Ijaw Youth Council. Now I carry come as so. I don't come here to tell on a plenty story, not to work in accordance with the national, work in accordance with other ESCOs to make sure say we protect our integrity and our main cause, which we know say na resource control by any means necessary. I no come here to tell on say I go jump out of aeroplane without using parachute. That one lie story I come here to talk. So with this small talk, I can't talk. Make una no verse. Na treasurer they come out from.
Thank you.
Put your hands together for the candidates for office of treasurer as they make their way back to their seats. Please, we have been directed by the president of the Ijaw Council and NEC that everyone standing should find a seat. We have enough seats in these premises. The Electoral took time to get a venue that will have sufficient seats for Ijaw people. Don't waste our seats. We have seats in canopies. Don't waste the seat of the Electoral. Don't make this place rowdy. We have elders and founding fathers with us. Please, next set of aspirants.
For the position of Deputy Director of Mobilization, we have Comrade Imomotimi James. Please make your way forward. We have Udisi Uwekumi Nathan. Please make yourselves available on the podium, please, very quickly.
Hurry up.
Very quickly. You have 2 minutes to deliver your manifesto.
Ijaw Kamemi. I want to say a very big thank you to the convener. My greetings goes to respected leaders, stakeholders, and critical stakeholders, and all the super delegates here present. Yes, my name is Imomotimi James. I'm from Ogboin Clan, Central Zone, but based in Lagos. Actually, I'm standing here before you, presenting myself as the incoming Deputy Director of Mobilization. I'm doing this, why? Because I've seen a lot by the virtue of where I'm coming from, where I worked in the oil and gas sector. Our people have been so much marginalized.
1 minute more.
For the past, how many years? I can't count. But today, I'm here to lend my voice with this platform, to work hand in hand with the incoming Director of Mobilization, collaboration with the incoming President, the 10th NEC, to work hand in hand so we can move forward, so our people will not be marginalized. My people, I'm here to seek for your votes. Give me this opportunity, because I've done it before and I'm going to do it again. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. But keep it to time. You did
Udisi Owekumi.
My names are Comrade Iwekumo Nathan Udisi, one-time Financial Secretary, Lagos Chapter, immediate past Woman Leader, Lagos Chapter. I'm here to seek for your vote and your support as the upcoming Deputy Director of Mobilization. As a mother, as a sister, as a wife, I will make sure I work with the Director of Mobility to bring peace in council, to bring unity in council, and to mobilize all youths accordingly from the zones and the chapter. My loyalty to the council is to work with the Director of Mobilization. So on this mandate, I stand. I won't say much because of time. I seek for your support, your votes, and thank
you so much. Please make yourself backward to your seats. The next set of candidates to present their manifestos are Directors of Mobilization. Number 1 on the list is Comrade Ellington Obakumo. Please make your way forward. The second is Omagbemi Oluderimo. Please make your way forward to the podium. And the third person is Emieye Kemepade Romeo. Please make your way forward to the podium very quickly. You have 2 minutes to speak to us, please.
Asawana. Yes, my name is Ellington Bakumo. Immediate past member of parliament representing the good people of Obotebe Clan, Western Zone. I am not here to speak too much because the office of mobilization is not the office of plenty talk, it's the office of action. My antecedents are there for Ijaw people to see. When Ijaw people were being attacked in Rivers State, when our sitting governor, Governor Fubara, was being attacked by elements outside of Ijaw, we spoke and our voice was very loud. When the Baramatu people, the people of Warri South, the Degema people in Delta State were being marginalized by the Shekiris, our voices was very loud. Our antecedents are there for Ijaw people to know. I am asking that you people support me. I am not here for many talk. I am here to support the 10th neck of Ijaw Youth Council to continue on the antecedents of the current mobilization officer who has stabilized council by supporting the president. We don't want a 10th neck that will be scattered by leadership everywhere. We want a centered leadership. And that is what I am here to present. I am promising you that we will mobilize Ijaw youth, we will mobilize Ijaw women. Wherever we are needed, we will protect the marginalized Ijaws in Delta State, Edo State, Ondo State, Akwa Ibom, wherever they are. You all people, you all know me. You know my antecedents. You know what I can do for Ijaw nation. I have lived all my life serving Ijaw nation, and I have not failed once in my loyalty to Ijaw nation. Asawana!
Thank you so much for keeping to time. The next is Comrade Omagomi Oluderimo, Office of Director Mobilization National.
Ijaw! Bidi, Ijaw! Ijaw kime fa kime miao! Asawana! Without much ado, permit me to quickly acknowledge the President of the 9th NEC, Sir Jonathan Lokpobri, and his entire executive, the Ogbo stakeholders, and every other member of IYC worldwide seated here. By way of introduction, Oluderimo Magomi remains the name. Like I have always said, I am from Olodema clan in Edo State, the most oppressed people, the most depressed people, the most marginalized people on all fronts, economically, politically, and otherwise. But by the grace of God, because I have been a voice to the oppressed Edo people, not each of our land in Edo State has been taken by those who hate us, by those who call us slaves, by those who call us strangers in our own land. So ladies and gentlemen, by the grace of God, if elected into the Office of Director of National Mobilization, the first thing I want to do is to make sure that the mobilization office in different zones, different clans and chapters are looking like a military outfit, because we know the challenges that we face in Nigeria as it's were. Then at the same time, we're going to work with the president to make sure that as member, as the chairman of the action committee, that will go from company to company, office to office, to knock their doors, to look for employment opportunities, empowerment opportunities for our youth from all chapters, from all clans, and from all zones. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, if you support this mandate, you will not regret it. And I tell you, like the slogan of IYC, by any means necessary, self-determination, and that is what we're going to stand and resonate that mandate with the voice of Asawana. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Comrade Emiaye Kemepade Romeo, a candidate for the Office of National Director of Mobilization.
Ijaw. Bidi Ijaw. My name is Emiaye Kemepade Romeo. I am from Akubene main clan from Western Zone. I am contesting for the Office of the National Director of Mobilization, Ijaw Youth Council worldwide. If being elected, I will consult with the incoming 10th NEC, the president and entire 10th NEC and leaders of council to first call for a meeting for all the Ogbos and groups that form IYC to do a meeting. After the meeting, I will call for my incoming president and other leaders of council to inaugurate immediately through that meeting, set up the action committee where I am the chairman, to inaugurate the committee so that the different committees can start work immediately. And that apart, the committee will be taken for training after I liaise with my incoming president and leaders of council. To liaise, we'll go for the action committee will go for a training, a peace and conflict resolution training through any means. Then thereafter, I will ensure that with the little experience and connections I have as a young man across all multinationals, both national and international companies in the oil and gas sector. I work and give ideas to ensure that
Thank you.
Ijaw Youth
Thank you,
Council-
candidates for the office of Director of Mobilization. You can please go back to your seats. Now it's now time for the office of National Woman Leader.
For the National Woman Leader position, we invite Comrade Ebikutu Ayibakuro. Please make your way forward. Number 2, Comrade Benedicta Siawari John Jacob. Number 3, Comrade Enye.
We are going to speak when the need arises. And even when the need no arise, we go speak. Because our voices must be heard as Ijaw women. Our issues, our challenges must be brought to the front burner. We must speak. Even the things that are affecting our women and children in the creeks, we will bring it to the fore. Then the second thing I would do if elected as National Woman Leader is to have unity and collaboration amongst the 10th neck. Because it is on that platform that the decisions of the Ijaw nation will be made. We need to have a woman leader who is going to be a bridge builder. One who is going to sit down with the neck and be an emotional support to our brothers. So when decisions are made, the woman leader will be the one to stand there and discuss with them. So we will not have disunity among us. So our issues will be stated and clearly all of the things that we want to achieve as the job people will be achieved. Thank you very much.
It's now time for Comrade Benedicta Siawari Jacob.
My leaders, critical stakeholders, dear esteemed delegates, and lovers of council here seated, I want to thank you all for finding time to be here to listen to what the candidates have for all of you all and for Ijaw Youth Council. My name is Comrade Mrs. Benedicta Siawari John Jacob. By the special grace of God, the immediate past woman leader, Ijaw Youth Council Central Zone. Things I'm going to do if elected into council is skill acquisition. Our women must be financially independent to stand tall for the future we all dream of. And how do we do that? It's going to be deliberate. That is why we have a program already mapped out as Project 505, meaning each zones and chapters, we are going to carefully, thoroughly skill 100 women to ensure that they are financially dependent. Equally, we are going to increase the number of women participation in council. Look at all of this. My involvement in council, aspiring for the office of the National Woman Leader, is not born to bear the position, but to ensure that decisions that affect women, we stand tall for our women. Where need necessary, we will rise and speak. I beg Ijaw Youth Council, I beg our dear delegates, dear critical stakeholders, no vote woman we go carry on our office, go sleep for house. Vote for woman we go stand tall, come rain or sun, to ensure that our voices are amplified even on the global stage. Please vote Comrade Benedicta Siawari John Jacob for the office of the National Woman Leader. Thank you very much.
The third candidate for the office of National Woman Leader is Comrade Enye Mercy Edore.
My leaders, founding fathers of council, and past president and present president of council. My name is Comrade Enye Mercy Edore. I'm from the Iduini clan in Central Zone. I am contesting for the office of the National Woman Leader. And I have 5 key things in my manifesto. Meanwhile, I'm going to talk on the first one. My manifesto is built on the principles of service, integrity, inclusion, empowerment, and unity. First thing on my list is teenage pregnancy reduction or eradication. Teenage pregnancy continues to deprive many young girls of education and economic opportunities. As a National Woman Leader, if elected into power, I will champion initiatives that project and empower our young girls. I will take up and organize awareness campaigns in schools and communities, in the creeks, because I grew up in the creek and I know how this disease called teenage pregnancy has been affecting our young girls in our creeks, in our communities. Many of you can attest to this. So I'm going to establish mentorship campaigns. We're going to teach our teenage girls sex education, awareness campaigns, mentorship programs for teenage girls, promote girl-child education and self-development in our creeks, create spaces for counseling and guidance, advocate for support system that will support...
Thank you very much. Put your hands together for her. That's our time. The fourth candidate for the office of National Woman Leader is Comrade Juliana Alagwa.
My name is Comrade Juliana Alagwa Okbu from Kolo Creek Clan, Ogbia Local Government. A woman who believes on self-determination by any means necessary. If given the mandate to man the office of the National Woman Leader, I will work closely with the 10 NEC in line with the agenda. I will agitate for inclusion of women in the oil sector. I believe that when a woman is well empowered, you will raise a nation. I'm saying as a true daughter of Ijaw Nation, as a female welder who understands the oil sector, if given the mandate, I will make sure I engage the oil companies around the Niger Delta, where all women of Ijaw Nation will be empowered, will be employed. If given the mandate, I will make sure I work closely with our mothers. I will work closely with all zonal women leaders and clan chapters to make sure that the goal and the agenda of Ijaw people is well achieved. Thank you, and God.
Shall we please rise as we receive His Royal Majesty, Da Amakre the First, his King, Alhaji Mujahid Abubakar Asare Dokubo, the Amayanabo of Elem Kalabare, Toro Saranama Pere, the first Vice President of Ijaw Youth Council Worldwide. He was a member of the first NEC. The second President of Ijaw Youth Council Worldwide, a member of the second NEC. He has a legacy, a council. Toro Saramapiri, the source, which has come to honor this auspicious event that he is a founding father of. You can go. Thank you so much, National Woman Leaders. You have done very well. You have told your people what you want to do for them. You want to hype him. So, no, we have to listen.
Yes, that this is the arrival of our host, the arrival of His Royal Majesty, the King and Amayanaabo of Elem Kalabari, a leader, a father, a model, a founding member of the Ijaw Youth Council, a one that is passionate about the struggle, a one that is committed to the Ijaw cause, a proud Ijaw father, a proud Ijaw leader, a proud traditional ruler of the Ijaw ethnic nationality. We recognize, we welcome our father, the Amayanabo of Elem Kalabari. Please, let's continue to put our hands together for him. Let's continue to put our hands together for him. This is a pride. This is one of the prides of Ijaw ethnic nationality. This is one of the pride of Ijaw ethnic nationality. This is one of our advocates. This is one of the advocates of Ijaw ethnic nationality, a father of the Ijaw Youth Council, His Royal Majesty, the King and Amayanaabo of Elem Kalabari, our host, our father, our leader. We welcome you specially. We welcome you specially. We welcome you specially. We welcome you specially. His Royal Majesty, you're highly welcomed. His Royal Majesty, you're highly welcome. The father of Ijaw Nation, a recognized leader, an advocate of the Ijaw ethnic nationality, the second president of our most revered Ijaw Youth Council, the second in the chronology of our most revered Ijaw Youth Council. We recognize you, our father. We recognize you, our leader. We recognize you, one of our advocates, one of the voices of the Ijaw Nation. You highly recognize our father. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
A time will be made in the course of this event where the microphone will be handed over to the king to speak to us. But until that time, we are going to continue with the proceedings, which he has blessed already. Now we have 2 more offices for Manifesto. Then we go to the 2 debate sessions. The 2 offices left for Manifesto are the Office of National Secretary and the Office of Deputy President. I don't want the candidates for National Secretary to go very far. You are about to come up. I don't want candidates for Deputy President to go outside. You are about to come up. Any candidate that we call and is not here, that candidate will forfeit that privilege to deliver your manifesto. So please, Secretary and Deputy President, please stay tuned. Shall we now allow His Majesty to see the candidates? He is here to hear the people that want to represent him talk. It is a very burdensome task to be the one that will someday speak for the king. I am afraid that somebody will one day represent such a man, a legend, a living legend, a hero of our time. Very close to what we will call a deity, a myth. Now I will hand over to please, I want to beg us to allow His Majesty to view the stadium. Let us not obstruct the Majesty. Let us allow him to view the stadium. You can come and pledge later. The Majesty is here to listen to his children talk to him. Quickly, let us invite the National Secretary.
Yes, for the offices of National Secretary, we have Comrade Igbita Ibakuro Itari. Please come forward to the podium. We have Comrade Gisikeme Folutu. We have Comrade Doye Tuonrimimi Jore. We have Comrade Clever Usumai Nodu. We have Comrade Victor Glo Ayebatari. Please come forward to the podium.
My name is Barrister Igbeta Ayibakuro Etari, PhD. I'm from Nebe City Clan in Central Zone, vying for the office of the National Secretary General of Council. We have work to do as Ijaw people. I am here for service. I am here seeking for your permission for me to serve once again. I served as National Legal Advisor during the 7th NEC under the leadership of Perotubo Owelaimi. Well, my own is not manifesto, it's not campaign. It's to seek your consent. That if anybody say thunder fire Ijaw nation, we are going to return that same thunder to you. We are here to also let you know that the time of marginalization is over. The oppression among the committee of other ethnic nationalities. We understand that the IYC or the Ijaw people are the vehicle or the driving force in the entire Niger Delta. But at the end of the day, we see that at the end of when the reward comes, we are the one taking the brunt. We are here to also let you understand that we have a fight and a work to do even in Rivers State, in eastern zone of our nation. You can see what is happening to Ijaw people, and we are going to stand and kick against it when the time comes. We are here to also tell you that there shall be no power tussle between the president and also the Secretary General of Council. The elders here, please open your doors. We are always coming, or we always come to you to seek for advice. And the presidential candidate here, be rest assured that when we emerge by God's grace, we are not going to quarrel you, but we always run to the elders to report you if you are not doing well. We are here to also make you understand.
Thank you. That's your time. Make your last statement.
Well, in conclusion, I want to also urge you to give my fellow aspirants the needed support, that we are all Ijaw people, and I'm making my vow here that anybody that emerges at the end of the day, we shall always work with the Ijaw nation.
The next person is Comrade Gisikeme Folutu. Your time start.
Ado. My name is Gisikeme Folutu. I am a son of Oporomo clan in Central Zone. I am vying for the position of National Secretary. Now, I have identified a very disturbing challenge in council, and that is what I am coming to solve. you will agree with me that our greatest adversary has been infighting, division in council. Not until we'll solve that problem, every beautiful manifesto, every beautiful ideas we have to implement, we won't be able to implement them. And that is what I represent. Gesikeme represents unity. I will be that secretary that will unite all forces, unite council, and support the president that that the delegates will choose. We need to give the president, he will be the vision bearer. So we need to give him the maximum support in unity so that we will either succeed together or we'll fail together. That is what I represent. So vote for Gesikeme so that we'll have a united, progressive, disciplined, and well-structured 10th NEC. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next is Ambassador Doi. Don't worry, me do it.
It's on. Break. It's on. It's on. Come fane. Yeah, Kluma Sema. Waremutu Adui. Yes, His Royal Highness King Asari Tokobo Dabaye Amakri. In no particular order, our President General, the indispensable Sir Jonathan Lokbobri Sr., and all members of the 10th NEC, Mr. Speaker, Deputy Speaker, all zonals, leadership, here present, members of the First Estate of the realm. Ordinarily, I would have created your indulgence to ride on the horse of the already established protocol, but because we don't have horses in Niger Delta region, I want to crave your indulgence to swim on the back of the crocodile while I paddle the canoe of the already established protocol. Yes, I want to say just a few things because the time is short. For me, in my research, I have understood that there are 3 fundamental enemies that is causing this infighting in IYC. 1, it is illegality. 2, it is miscommunication. And 3, it is disunity. Why I say so? That is because, as far as I'm concerned, we are a job people and we all are one, irrespective of our respective zone. And for me, the only way we can tackle these 3 fundamental enemies is to elect a powerful secretary, because if the president is powerful and we have a weak secretary, the records of the secretariat will be weak. But if we have a powerful president and a powerful secretary general, it means that we will have a council that will outlive, that will beat constitution, that will outlive its officers. That is to say that we are consolidating on the gains of tomorrow. Therefore, I put myself before you, that assess me by my character and my past antecedent, that if I am found worthy, may you give me your support. And for those other leaders that don't believe that Toizwere can do the work of the 10th Secretary General, I want to assure you that I am prepared for the task ahead. The IYC was formed on the basis of bankanization. And today we are still bankanizing and antagonizing and marginalizing ourselves as the judges. I want to say that if elected as the 10th Secretary General of Council, I would make people to understand that the life of the youth in Okreka is as important as the life of the youth in Banamatu and Nimbe. Thank you and God bless you for your support.
The next candidate for the office of National Secretary is Comrade Clever Inodu Osuma.
Okay, I will not take much of our time. My name is Clever Inodu, former chairman, Ijaw Youth Council Central Zone, and chairman of those chairman forum as at when I served. Before I go on, we are here because we are Ijaw people. There was a Ijaw nation, and there is a Ijaw nation before Ijaw Youth Council. So it's on that note, permit me, when I echo Ijaw Unite, I just want you to respond by saying, our Ijaw is our future. Ijaw Unite, our Ijaw is our future. There will be no Ijaw Youth Council without Ijaw Nation. It is Ijaw Nation that gathered to beat Ijaw Youth Council. Therefore, it is time to reposition Ijaw Youth Council to serve the interests of Ijaw people. It is time to rebrand Ijaw Youth Council to serve the interests of Ijaw people. It's on that note, we came on board with 5 arrows. Our agenda is very explicit. Our secretary, when we come on board, with experience thus far, we are coming to work with the president and the 10th NEC to see how we are going to reposition Ijaw Youth Council to serve the interests of Ijaw people. Number 2,
We are coming to rebrand the Ijaw Youth Council to serve the interests of Ijaw people. We are coming to rebuild council to get the trust of Ijaw people. A lot is happening in the Ijaw nation. We have done it before. As chairman of Central Zone, when herdsmen were invading our territories, we mobilized and shut them down. Therefore, we are going to rebuild that trust. It is time for Ijaw nation to stand tall.
Thank you, thank you.
Ainzo, finally, my parting words. We are at a crossroads. Nigeria is going into a general election, and Ijaw nation, IYC, is going into a transition. This election we are going into, as somebody that has managed elections, please look at character, look at competence.
Thank you.
Look at capacity.
That is your time.
We have
Thank
done
you.
it
Thank you. The next, while the secretary, one of the candidate was speaking, very senior members of council and the Ijaw nation walked in to dismiss, but we don't want to do this. They want to allow this last speaker to finish speaking, and then we will introduce him formally. The next candidate to speak to us is Comrade Victor Go Ayibatare. It's your time.
Ijaw, Ijaw, my leaders, the President, Ijaw Youth Council, our King, and other respected leaders of Ijaw Youth Council here present. My name is Victor Go Ayibatare from Nimbe City Clan. I want to first appreciate each and every one of us for the support given to me in the last election as the immediate past National Financial Secretary of Ijaw Youth Council. If given the opportunity to serve as the National Secretary, I will support and liaise with my ESCO administratively. I will give administrative support, meeting coordination, and at all times, I will carry out the function as assigned by the NEC, and also liaise with my ESCO in relation to job creations as it relates to my profession as a financial analyst certified banker. Please think Victor Go for National Secretary. Think a team player and a passionate son to serve Ijaw nation. Thank you, and God bless Ijaw nation.
Shall we put a round of applause to the National Secretary as candidates as they make their way back to their seats. Thank you, that's your time. Thank you, we appreciate you. Proud sons of Ijaw nation, eager to serve Ijaw nation. You can put your hands together for the love, the unity among them, the fraternity among them, so mature. This is a sign of putting Ijaw first. They are not fighting, they are not enemies, they are brothers. It's a friendly contest. While they were speaking, the second national spokesman of Ijaw Youth Council, a founding member and signatory to the Kayama Declaration, and former special advisor to President Goodluck Jonathan on Niger Delta affairs, as well as the chairman of the Presidential Amnesty Program, Honorable Kingsley Kemebradia Kuku, Esquire Kemin. Can we please rise with a round ovation as we honor this leader, this worthy son of Ijaw nation, one-time chairman of an ELECO of this kind, who conducted the national elections of this council. We are most grateful. He will be speaking to us after the deputy presidents give their manifesto. After the deputy president gives their manifesto, which they are coming up after now, he will come to speak to us about some things about the struggle. After that, we will take the first session of debate by the spokesman. After the spokesman, then we will yield the mic to our king. Our king will now address us. Then after our king addresses us, we will now take the presidential debates. So right now, we take the deputy president candidate's manifesto. Then Honorable Kingsley Kuku will speak to us. After Kingsley Kuku speaks to us, we will now take the debate by candidates for national spokesman. After the debate by candidates for national spokesman, we will give the mic to our king, His Majesty, to speak to us. And after His Majesty finishes speaking to us, we will now take the presidential debate. They need the presidential glory.
For the deputy presidential candidate, we have Osima A. Paul White, As you hear your name, please make your way forward. We have Tamno Toyek Bokbo. We have Alajo Kumo Henry Hart. We have Tobin James. Please make your way to the podium. You have 2 minutes to speak to us.
Ijaw. Big, Ijaw. Ijaw wa ekenemi. Kalabari. Walk them walk here. Good afternoon. The President of Ijaw Youth Council, members of his ninth neck, distinguished stakeholders, His Royal Majesty, King Asare Dokubo, the source. I mean my humble self, Comrade Osima Paul White. Because of the sake of time, I will go straight. I am here for no other reason to present myself before you, to contest for the position of the National Deputy President of the Ijaw Youth Council Worldwide. And my duties as a Deputy President is just like a spare tire, because I am there to build bridges between the neck, the zones, the clans, and the chapters. At this level, I also want to say, I want to seek for your mandate, precisely the delegates that will be voting on the 11th of July. See me as one of your own. See me as one that is capable to serve. I have the dedication to serve. I will serve in the manner where, before the end of the 10th neck, there will be a lot of unity. There will be a lot of
Thank you so
oneness,
much. That's your time.
And there will be a lot
Thank
of
you,
love
White.
between each and every
Just Manifesto
one
for
of
Deputy
Ijaw Youth
President.
Council
Thank you so
worldwide.
much.
Thank you, and God bless you.
The next is Comrade Tamno Toye Popo. Your time starts.
Ijaw! Ijaw! First of all, let me acknowledge God Almighty that has made today possible for us. I want to say, God, thank you for Eastern Zone. Thank you for the leadership of the Ijaw Youth Council. I want to, with all amount of humility, appreciate and acknowledge the presence of my Supreme Leader, His Royal Majesty, King Alhaji Dokubo Asari, one of the most influential kings in the western part of our country, our nation. Sir, I want to say thank you for all the support you've given to Ijaw nation. In particular, when I was a zonal chairman, I have always been the servant chairman of the Ijaw Youth Council. I want to also appreciate God Almighty for using me to liberate Ijaw Youth Council in Eastern Zone. It's a vow I want to make to Ijaw people today that I will remain the Popo you have always called capacity chairman of Eastern Zone. Nothing will be less. Going to the national level is a responsibility that I hold to my chest. I will make a vow today that whatever I said today will bind me. I will never go back for it. But there is one thing we need to talk home with. Ijaw nation. Ijaw nation must come together as one. When person don't do very well, Ijaw people are beg. I beg on her. Bokona give the person an opportunity to serve.
The next candidate for the office of Deputy President is Comrade Alajo Kumo Henry Hart.
Ijaw. Ijaw. Asawana. Ani bobra omuwe. Ani bobra omuwe. Wa mutigi balafawa omuo. Ijaw. Ijaw. Oyibo man said the taste of the pudding is in the eating. No be so? We've been here before. I've been here before. I availed myself to be president of council in Oproza. I've been here before in the podium like this to speak, to partner with Ijaw people to become president. I was asked to leave. I left. And today, the entire Ijaw nation is suffering the result of the people they voted. The confusion they put in council is still in council till today. I'm here again. I'm here again to plead for your vote as a humble servant. I'm here again to ask that please, all delegates, leaders, please avail me the opportunity to serve as a deputy president of council. You know us, all of us were there, and I know us well. No be the amount of grammar we didn't speak here. Now they give result. Now to show capacity. And we have the capacity to show. Asawana. Like I talk, I don't get plenty talk to talk. Now to just split it on and say, look, this time around, I'm out again to humbly serve Ijaw nation. I've been around for over 20 years. One time this, one time that. Today, I'm here to plead for your support. I believe that if you give me that support, collectively with the 10th, whoever wins as president and all other positions will make Ijaw nation great again.
Thank you so much, Comrade Alahat. Now, the fourth candidate for the office of Deputy President is Comrade Tobin James.
Ijaw. My name is Comrade Tobin James, one-time Vice Chairman of IYC Eastern Zone, one-time Acting Chairman of IYC Eastern Zone. Standing on the existing protocol. Today, Comrade Tobin James is from Nkoro clan, and I've availed myself to Ijaw Youth worldwide to contest as the Deputy President of Council. The reason I am presenting myself is very simple. To make sure there is unity in Ijaw nation. We have done it before as a vice chairman. There is no crisis in our ESCO for the 3 years as a vice chairman of Eastern Zone. I was among the people who moved and make sure there is a unity election in Opruza. I am a struggle I'm a member of, I believe in unity. First of all, if opportunity is being given to me as the Deputy President of Council, I want to say that the 10th NEC will not have issues. That is number one. Number two, all zones, chapter, and clans election will be free and fair because I will not sit in my office as Deputy President, but I will move around to make sure that I supervise that election. Thirdly, security is also our challenge. We have security experts today, and we are going to partner with our security experts, especially our King Asari Dokubo, and other people. Finally, I want to say this. It is not just to put unity in the Ijaw nation. What can you do to maintain that peace? That is why I am here. I will make sure that there is a league. I call it sports league. There will be a football club of all Ijaw clans across all our zones and chapters. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you. Let's put our hands together for the deputy presidential candidates as they make their way back to their seats. Thank you for telling Ijaw people what you will do. Thank you for even coming out to serve Ijaw nation. Thank you so much. Now, the next event will be an address by one of our guest speakers. Take note of the protocol. After that, we're going to have the spokesman debate. That will be coordinated by the CEO of Guaramatu Voice. He's going to coordinate the debate by his spokesman. After the debate by his spokesman, we're going to yield the mic to our king. We are going to yield the mic to our king to make his decision to speak or not. And then after our king addresses us, we are now going to have the presidential debates. So, it is my humble privilege to invite to the microphone the second spokesman of IYC and former special advisor to President Goodluck Jonathan on Niger Delta affairs and chairman of the Presidential Amnesty Program and one-time chairman of IY's national elections, Honorable Kingsley Kema Bradia Kuku.
A lover of Ijaw Nation, a leader par excellence, a one that have always intervened in every situation in Ijaw Nation. We love you, we welcome you, we are glad you're here. A one that have constantly identified with the Ijaw Youth Council at all times. A man that have stood very tall in the affairs of Ijaw Nation. You're welcome, sir.
Isn't coming for me? Asawana, Asaindia. Ado. I want to thank our leader, the leader of the most modern youth movement. The man who didn't need to be elected, but he was president in our hearts. The man who organized us. The man who put us together. This young old man, popularly called by his closest friends, German Papa. The man we used to go to his house, stand by the window to listen to the way he was going to be talking to us. I'm talking about the very early 90s. The man who founded the movement for the survival of his own ethnic nationality in the Niger Delta, Mosaind, which was a precursor to the Ijaw Youth Conference held at Kayama in 1998. The eventuality of the Ijaw Youth Council. I am talking about the leader, the main leader, the main creator of the Ijaw Youth Council, Comrade Timi Kaiser William Ogoriba. Can we please stand up and clap for him? We need to respect this man. He brought all of us together. He was not elected president. He didn't need to be elected president, but in our hearts, he was our first president. He was our first leader, the convener, the creator of what today we call Ijaw Youth Council. That is him. I thank you. Thank you. I am sure you are going to be pleased in your hearts to a very large extent what you gathered us for. This is the result. This is the result. I'm so very proud of what you did, and I'm very proud of myself for being part of the young men who followed you. Thank you. Thank you. Today, as we sit, you can see my president, the second elected president, the most militant president of the Ijaw Youth Council, of course, the most controversial ever youth president in Nigeria and West Africa. A man who was born into comfort, but sacrificed comfort. His father was a jurist, a justice of the High Court of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Most of us here, a lot of people would have chosen to live the life of those who are from the wealthy home. I was with him in his house. Whenever we are moving around for IYC purposes, the father will, Justice Melford Goodhead, will shake his hand from the window to say, oh my God. Look at my son. But he preferred his own struggle. He preferred his own liberation. For your knowledge, he is not an illiterate man. He is a natural graduate of law in Nigeria. He moved away for the purpose of moving to the University of Life. And God gave him a platform to lead. And he led. In the history of Ijaw struggle, of all of us who are alive, he is a living legend. He has suffered for this struggle. He opted to go into prison for this struggle. He has been castrated by one of the most vicious leaders in Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo. He stood his grounds. Never been scared to speak. Never been scared to be arrested. I'm talking about my president, who was president at the time I was spokesman of the Ijaw Youth Council. I'm talking about a traditional ruler of repute. These are the kings we must have. Because in the great days of his own nation, you heard about the king of Nembe. You heard about the king of Brass. You heard about the king of Calabari and Makri. You hear great kings. Kings ought to be great